Hey everyone, what's going on? Jeff here from Films at Home. Thanks for coming back to the channel for another 4K review. Today we're taking a look at Speed, which was recently released on 4K by Disney and Fox. I'll tell you a little bit about this release, kind of how it came about. You're probably asking, whoa, Disney got back into 4K. I'll explain all that. And then we'll talk about the visuals, the audio, packaging, special features, the whole deal, and whether or not I think this is worth upgrading for your collection over the previous Blu-ray. So first things first, Speed on 4K. You're probably saying, well, you told us Disney isn't doing any more 4K catalog titles. Now, the Speed 4K transfer was actually done a few years back at Fox. So this was an existing 4K transfer that they already had. It was sitting there basically waiting to be released, and then Disney bought up Fox. It got delayed, but now we're finally getting it on 4K. So still not a new Disney 4K catalog release. This is done by the Fox team pre-acquisition and now being released by Disney on home media. So it's a good sign, but I still haven't seen Disney do any 4K catalog restorations yet. Now, Speed was shot on 35mm, so you are going to get a very filmic look and feel with this 4K release. There's certainly a grain there. It's pretty detailed. It's one of the better 35mm transfers that I've seen. So props to the team at Fox and the team at Disney who ended up mastering this disc and putting it out, because it is a really true to film type of transfer. It looks and feels like a 35mm film reel, which is awesome. That's what I want for my 4K discs. It's not going to be as sharp or as clean as some of these digital 4K movies that have come out recently, but it's what I love about 4K because it really transforms this image and gives you that film look and feel, which Blu-ray sometimes struggled with. It just didn't have enough data, didn't have enough resolution to really capture that at times. So this is a great release in terms of your detail and just the quality upgrade over Blu-ray. There's definitely no, digital noise reduction or edge enhancement going on here. It's a pretty filmic look and feel, which is great. Now, the visuals in the HDR, this is the biggest upgrade for me. The upgrade to 4K and the new 4K scan is awesome, but the HDR makes a huge difference because the previous Blu-ray of this, I did not like. It was really oversaturated in my opinion. And when you have things that are oversaturated, you especially start to see that pop out in skin tones where things get too orangey, too dark, too just, warm almost. And they've fixed that here. Much more natural looking skin tones. A lot of the bright reds and bright blues felt like somebody took an iPhone filter and just cranked the saturation up. You know what I mean? It felt like somebody was, those pictures you see of Vermont in the fall when they cranked the saturation up on all the leaves to make it look better. That's what it felt like they kind of did with Speed, and it detracted from the image in my opinion. You'll see here how dramatic a difference there is, especially in some of the scenes where things were really warm and they had this orange-red tint. They really fixed that with the HDR in this release. It's a much, much better natural looking image, and that was my favorite part of the visuals for this. Just the way that they kind of eliminated all that false warmth and saturation that was so overdone on the Blu-ray really makes this a standout 4K release, and one of the larger and better upgrades I've seen from Blu-ray to 4K, especially on older 35mm titles. There's a lot of corrections and a lot of good things that took place with Speed 4K that corrected what was on the Blu-ray. That makes it a pretty nice leap if you're upgrading for your collection. Now, in the audio, they stuck with the DTS HD 5.1 track here, and I think that makes a lot of sense. This is a movie that won Academy Awards for sound editing and sound mixing. So, why mess with perfection? The technical experts at the Academy voted for this sound mix as one of the best, or the best of that year, one of the best of all time. And it still hits pretty hard. There's a lot of good surround action. Your bass is pretty good. It's not going to be at the same level that like a new Godzilla movie or something is at. These modern movies just, there's more technology, the sound mixes are a little bit more advanced, but again, it's very true to probably what was seen in theaters upon original release. And that's what I'm really looking for. Give me that 35mm film reel look. Give me that original sound mix that hasn't been too up-converted and lost its original integrity. And if you're a purist like myself who's really looking for all those things, then Fox and Disney really did deliver. This is probably one of the better 4K discs that I've seen from either company to date, and it is certainly one of the biggest upgrades for visual quality, and that audio still, we're not getting to Atmos or DTS:X, but it's a really nice mix that I think you'll be happy with. And again, why mess with perfection? Now, packaging wise, I actually did end up getting a slipcover. Props to Bull Moose. Check out your local video stores, especially if you want slipcovers. They tend to get them a little bit more than your Amazons, even your Best Buys online, places you're ordering from that get massive stock. So I did get a slipcover. A lot of people said that it didn't come with one, but it does. It has that collector's edition slipcover. Then on the inside, we've got just the 4K and the Blu-ray disc. 4K has disc art, Blu-ray does not. And it also comes with a digital code to Movies Anywhere, which will redeem in 4K. I've confirmed that. Now, the 4K disc here contains 2 audio commentaries, one by the director, Jan de Bont, and one by screenwriters Graham Yost and producer Mark Gordon. Now I'm splicing this in because I really should have mentioned it, but this truly is a collector's edition release as well. This Blu-ray that comes with it is loaded with special features. There's like 5 or 6 new features, behind the scenes, extra additional scenes, deleted scenes, all kinds of stuff. So Disney and Fox really did go over the top, and it's a true collector's edition release. Overall, it has even, some commentary on the 4K. It's a pretty good release. You may not be able to get your slipcover. It's going to be pretty rare and hard to find. That seems to be the kind of truth with anything Disney lately. They've been going kind of cheap on the packaging. So overall, I would highly recommend that you all upgrade, especially if you're still working with that previous Blu-ray release. This 4K is so much better just in terms of the color timing and the HDR, never mind that new 4K scan and how much more detail that adds to the image. And if you're looking, again, for that real naturalistic filmic look and feel, if you want that 35mm experience, this is one of the better 35mm scans to 4K that I have seen. This is really well done. This gives me a lot of faith for things like Heat, which is supposed to be coming to 4K at some point. And it also gives me a lot of faith in maybe the future of Disney and Fox. I think Disney is hearing the market asking for more catalog titles and asking for more 4K. And I've heard rumors that they're actually going to kick it back up and start producing them, literally because of the noise that's been made online. So that's a good thing. So keep making noise, keep supporting these 4K discs when they do come out, and I think we'll get more from that Fox catalog and maybe the Disney live action catalog. But Speed is an excellent example of where Disney and Fox could take this partnership and relationship and what they could do on 4K. It's an excellent disc, one of my favorites of the year so far. Awesome video, really great audio, although not an upgrade, and a really nice overall package, which does lead me to say, yeah, upgrade for sure. Your Blu-ray is going to be outdated and it's not color accurate and the detail's not as good. Get rid of it, trade it in, sell it to somebody else, donate it, do whatever you want, but I would definitely recommend Speed on 4K. It's gonna be worth your purchase. So thank you all for watching. Make sure you check me out on TikTok and on Instagram. The TikTok community, we're pushing 30,000 followers. It's wild. I feel like I'm promoting physical media to a whole new generation, but a lot of you guys are on there as well, so that's been really cool, a new place to interact with people and do more like short form content outside of YouTube, which is always fun. But I appreciate all the support here on YouTube as well, so make sure you're subscribed and like this video so others will see it. Share this video wherever you'd like. I love seeing my videos pop up on Facebook, forums, Reddit, wherever. That's always a great way to support the channel, just by clicking a few buttons. So I appreciate all that. Make sure you check out all the links down in my description for ways you can support me. And I'm really happy to be reviewing this movie, and I have lots more 4K reviews coming here in May, in June, throughout the summer. There's a ton of good stuff coming, so make sure your notifications are on and you know when I post new videos, because you're going to want to see a lot of these. So anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. I should note, I got my COVID shot number 2 yesterday. Pfizer gang, represent. But get your vaccines, get your shots, protect each other, protect yourself. Let's get back to normal. Do the right thing. I did. But yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day and stay safe out there. And I'll talk to you guys soon.